Alright guys, this is Matthew Johnson here for another video, and I want to wish you all a very happy Easter Sunday, and I'm going to do my first run of Family Feud for the PlayStation 2. Which was released in 2006. Now let's get the intro. Alright, play game. A quick game. I'm gonna do just a review, a couple reviews. So far I have uploaded 2 studios, Studio 1 and Studio 5. I'm gonna do Studio 1 and just a random family is fine by me. Alright, let's begin.
It's time to play Family Feud!
Here we have the Dixon family, it's all guys.
It's time for the Family Feud. Are you ready to play?
Yes, sir.
Let's play our exclusive quick game. Since you're the only family playing, you get control of the round every time. No face-off required. Try to get as many correct answers on the board as you can before using up all 3 strikes. Point values aren't doubled or tripled in the later rounds. If you get all the answers on the board, you'll get bonus points. Should you get all the answers on the board without using a single strike, you'll get even more bonus points. Any points you score are carried over to the next round.
Got it.
We wanted you to name an animal you might see digging through your garbage.
I'll say a dog.
Is it on the board?
The number 1 answer.
There are 4 answers still up on the board. I asked you to name an animal you might see digging through your garbage.
A cat.
That's a good answer, but what does the survey say?
There we go.
We've still got 3 answers left. Back to the question. We wanted you to name an animal you might see digging through your garbage.
Oh, and I just realized they misspelled through wrong. It says though instead of through. I'm gonna say a possum, which are animals I really hate. I do not like possums.
Survey says we've still got 2 answers left. All right. We wanted you to name an animal you might see digging through your garbage.
A raccoon.
Let's see if our survey agrees.
Indeed.
We've still got 1 answer left. We asked you to name an animal you might see digging through your garbage.
I know this may not be right, but I'll say a bird.
Let's see if it's on the board. You don't want 2 more of those.
Nope.
It isn't up there. Good try, though.
Yeah, that was a good guess for
There's
sure.
1 answer still up on the board. Back to the question. We wanted you to name an animal you might see digging through your garbage.
I cannot think of anything else, so I'm going to pass.
Sometimes it's hard to think, isn't it?
It can be.
Strike 2, I'm afraid. There's 1 answer still up on the board. We asked you to name An animal you might see digging through your garbage.
Passing.
Sometimes it's hard to think, isn't it? What's number 5?
A rat or a mouse. Yeah. Didn't think of that.
Let's see how many points you get in round 2. Back to the question. We wanted you to name a form of transportation used by the police.
Seems like a hard question. I'm just gonna go with just a random answer. A siren.
Our survey says that's a strike. We've still got 5 answers left. I wanted you to name a form of transportation used by the police.
I'm skipping. I really don't know.
A tricky question, and you've decided to pass. Don't want another one of those. There are 5 answers still up on the board. Let's carry on. I asked you to name a form of transportation used by the police.
Passing, please.
A tricky question, and you've decided to pass. Show me number 1.
A car.
What's number 2?
I didn't go with that because that was pretty obvious. Motorcycle.
Let's see number 3.
Which I hate those vehicles. Helicopter.
What's number 4?
A horse? Huh.
Show me number 5.
A bus.
It's round 3 already. Let's carry on. We wanted you to name the president you learned the most about.
That's pretty easy. I'm gonna first go with my favorite president, Ronald Reagan, who also was a movie star, like way back, going back years ago. He was a really good president. Fortunately, he died back in 2004. Summer 2004, that was before I was heading to 2nd grade. I remember seeing this funeral on TV.
Let's see if it's there. All right, that's 1 strike.
No Ronald Reagan?
5 answers remain. All right, on with the show. You were asked to name the president you learned the most about.
I'll go with Jimmy Carter, because he's another favorite president of mine. And, of course, he's now in hospice.
Surely that's going to be the top answer.
Yep.
The survey says
Yep, Jimmy Carter.
4 answers remain. Back to the question. We wanted you to name the president you learned the most about.
Let me try Ronald Reagan again. I may have misspelled his name wrong and just didn't realize since I was talking.
Is it up there?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, that's 2
I
strikes.
hit the wrong button.
Great answer, but it's not there, I'm afraid. There are 4 answers still up on the board. Let's carry on. I asked you to name the president you learned the most about.
I'll go with George Bush this time. And may he rest in peace. George Bush, that is. And rest in peace to his wife, Barbara Bush, as well.
Okay, if it's there, you're still alive. If it's not, then the round is over with. Survey said there are 3 answers still up on the board. Okay. You were asked to name the president you learned the most about.
I'm going to say Richard Nixon.
around if it's not there. That's a good answer, but what does the survey say? That was so good.
Oh, shoot.
Show me number 1.
That's a good answer, though. Bill Clinton? Yeah.
What's number 3?
That's pretty obvious. Abraham Lincoln?
Number 4.
John F. Kennedy. I'm shocked that Ronald Reagan or, like, George Washington isn't listed.
Racing towards fast money now. We'll be playing that right after round 4.
Alright, final round.
All right,
Round
on
4.
with the show. We wanted you to name someone whose trial was a media circus.
I don't really go to circuses because this is what I'm answering, because I do not like clowns.
The survey says... Oh, 1 strike, you guys. We've still got 5 answers left. Let's carry on. You were asked to name someone whose trial was a media circus.
I'm gonna pass.
Sometimes it's hard to think, isn't it? You don't want another one of those. 5 answers remain. We wanted you to name someone whose trial was a media circus.
Pass.
Well, sometimes nothing comes to mind. Show me number 1.
O.J. Simpson? Oh.
Let's see number 2.
With celebrities, I didn't realize that. S. Peterson.
Show me number 3.
Michael Jackson. Great singer.
Number 4.
Kobe Bryant. May he rest in
Let's
peace.
see number 5.
That whole thing with him in the helicopter crash, him and his daughter, that was sad. And we have Robert Blake.
Fast money, here we come.
Indeed.
You got it! You got it! You've earned yourself a chance at fast money. Okay, who's going to play fast money? Come on, let's play fast money.
Alright.
I'll ask you 5 questions in 20 seconds. Try to give me the most popular answer.
Will
If you
do.
get stuck, say pass, and we'll come back to it if there's still time.
Sounds good.
Can I have 20 seconds on the clock, please? The clock will start after I read the first question. Name a famous man named Barry.
Barry... I'm gonna pass.
A hobby that men devote too much time to.
I'm not sure. Pass.
A band instrument that requires a good set of lungs. That's 0 on the clock, I'm afraid.
Darn it.
I asked you to name
Ran out of time.
a famous man named Barry. You went for...
I got none
Survey said...
of those. Got none of those right.
I asked you to name a hobby that men devote too much time to. You said... Is it on the board? You were asked to name a band instrument that requires a good set of lungs. You went for... Is it on the board? I asked you to name a comic strip with a 1-word title. You answered...
Oh, that would be easy.
Survey said... I asked you to name a fictional character with 2 identities. You went for... Our survey says... Clear the board, please. I'll ask you the same 5 questions. You can't duplicate the answers. If you do, you'll hear this sound. I will say try again, and you just give me a different answer. If you can't think of anything, just say pass, and we'll come back to it if there's time. Because it's harder, you get 25 seconds to give me your answers. First, we put 25 seconds on the clock. We'll start the clock after I have read the first question. Name a famous man named Barry.
I'm gonna go with Barry Levinson, who directed one of my favorite movies, Rain Man, which I will say that movie was filmed here in my home state, Ohio. It was filmed here in my actual city of Cincinnati.
A hobby that men devote too much time to.
I'm just gonna guess fishing.
A band instrument that requires a good set of lungs.
I'll go with the guitar. Because my dad used to play guitar back when I was a kid. He used to be in the band.
A comic strip with a one-word title.
Peanuts. You know, the Charlie Brown comic strips. I love those comic strips. So, I'll go with Peanuts.
A fictional character with two identities.
Pass.
I asked you to name a famous man named Barry. You went for...
I said Barry Levinson.
Survey says... I wanted you to name
Darn it.
a hobby that men devote too much time to.
Unless they were asking
Your
for
answer was-
for his full name. Fishing.
Survey said... We wanted you to name
9 points.
a band instrument that requires a good set of lungs.
I said a guitar.
You said...
Guitar.
Is it there?
No.
We asked you to name
I
a
tried my
comic
best.
strip with a one-word title. You went for
I said the Peanuts Charlie Brown comic strip, which is my
the survey says...
favorite comic strips.
I
Wow,
asked you to name
total of 90
a
points.
fictional character with two identities. Your answer was...
I skipped that one.
Survey said...
So I said nothing. 90 points. That's pretty good. That's pretty satisfying.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to come back and see us right here on Family Feud.
I'm gonna do another game, another quick game. I'm just gonna save the game to my memory card first. Skip the credits. I'll still do Studio One. Random. Alright.
Get ready for action. It's time for Family Feud.
We have the Figure Row family.
It's
I
time
think
for the
that's how you
Family
pronounce
Feud.
it.
Are you ready to play?
Let's skip
We
that.
wanted you to name something kids hate to do.
Oh, this is this is easy. This is something I did not like doing in school either. Absolutely hated it. Homework.
Our survey says...
Yep. Hated doing homework
There are 3 answers still up on the
when I
board.
was in school.
I asked you to name something kids hate to do.
Go to school. I have pretty good fond memories of school, but I kind of didn't really like school still.
Is it on the board? Oh, 1 strike, you guys. It isn't up there. Good try, though.
Definitely a good try.
There are 3 answers still up on the board. I wanted you to name something kids hate to do.
I can't think of anything else.
Sometimes it's hard to think, isn't it? Strike 2, I'm afraid. There are 3 answers still up on the board. Let's not forget why we're here. I asked you to name something kids hate to do. You've decided to pass. You're allowed to do that if you want.
Oh, absolutely.
Show me number 1.
Now, what are the other answers? Oh, yeah, chores. Yeah.
Let's see number 3.
I hate doing chores, but it's important to do them. Shower. Well, I love taking a shower.
Show me number 4.
I don't really hate taking a shower. Go to bed. Yeah.
Let's see what round 2 has for us.
I had a lot of sleeping problems
I wanted you to name
as a kid.
something that a vampire wouldn't possess.
I'm gonna pass. I'm not sure if blood would count, because it's obvious.
Well, sometimes nothing comes to mind. All right, 1 strike. There are 5 answers left on the board. All right, on with the show. I asked you to name something that a vampire wouldn't possess.
I'm still gonna skip. I'm not sure if blood would count as an answer, because that's pretty obvious, like I said.
You've decided to pass. You're allowed to do that if you want. That's 2 strikes, you guys. We've still got 5 answers left. Back to the question. We wanted you to name something that a vampire wouldn't possess.
Pass.
So you're going to pass. Show me number 1.
Garlic.
Let's see number 2.
A cross.
Show me number 3.
Wooden stake.
Number 4.
Mirrors.
What's number 5?
Lights.
That's the end of the round. Let's move on to round 3.
Round 3.
Okay. We asked you to name something you'd find in an art class.
A paintbrush.
The top answer? I think so.
Yep.
Let's see if it's on the board.
There you go. Paintbrush.
We've still got 6 answers left. I wanted you to name something you'd find in an art class.
An easel.
Let's see if it's there. There are 5 answers still up on the board. Back to the question. I asked you to name something you'd find in an art class.
I'm gonna say a palette.
Survey said that's a strike.
No.
We've still got 5 answers left. We asked you to name something you'd find in an art class.
I'll say glue.
Let's see if it's there. That's 2 strikes, you guys. It isn't up there. Good try, though. 5 answers remain. Let's carry on. I wanted you to name something you'd find in an art class.
Pieces of paper.
If it's there, you're still alive. Otherwise, it's the end of the round. Survey says
Yes.
there are 4 answers left on the board. Let's not forget while we're here. I wanted you to name something you'd find in an art class.
Pencils.
Get it right, and you get more points. Otherwise, it's the end of the round. That's a good answer, but what does the survey say?
Uh,
Show me number 1.
that was a pretty good category. Well, paint. Yeah, that's pretty
Show
obvious.
me number 2.
Crayons.
Show me number 4.
Then markers will probably be one of the answers. Clay.
Number 6.
Chalk. Oh, and markers is not one of them.
Time for round 4, the final one before Fast Money. Let's carry on. We asked you to name something a jockey needs.
Pass.
You're going to pass? Well, sometimes it's hard to think of an answer, isn't it? That's a strike. 5 answers remain. All right. We wanted you to name something a jockey needs.
I'm passing.
You've decided to pass. You're allowed to do that if you want. Oh, that's 2 strikes. There are 5 answers left on the board. All right, on with the show. We asked you to name something a jockey needs. Sometimes it's hard to think, isn't it? Show me number 1.
A horse.
Show me number 2.
A whip.
Number 3.
Saddle.
Show me number 4.
A helmet.
Show me number 5.
Jockstrap. Now for Fast Money.
Now it's time to play Fast Money. That's a good job, you guys. Get ready to play Fast Money. I only need 2 of you for Fast Money. Who's it going to be? Okay, it's Fast Money time. I'll ask you 5 questions in 20 seconds. Try to give me the most popular answer. If you can't think of anything, say pass, and we'll come back to it if there's time left. Give me 20 seconds on the clock, please. The clock will start after I read the first question.
All right.
Name something every teacher needs.
A desk.
Something a person wears that might be rented.
A shirt.
Something you probably find in most mansions.
Ghosts.
A famous Jennifer.
Jennifer Aniston.
Something you might find on top of a TV set.
I'll skip that one.
5 answers in the bag.
Because we
Let's
were
see
running
what
out
they
of
score.
time.
We asked you to name something every teacher needs. You chose.
A desk.
Is it on the board?
Nah.
I asked you to name something a person wears that might be rented. You said.
A shirt.
The survey says. You were asked to name something you probably find in most mansions. You thought.
Ghosts.
Our survey says.
No.
I wanted you to name a famous Jennifer. You said.
Jennifer Aniston. One of my favorite actresses.
Is it there?
20
I
points.
asked you to name something you might find on top of a TV set. You answered. Survey said. All right, clear the board. I'll ask you the same 5 questions. You can't duplicate the answers. If you do, you'll hear this sound. I will say try again, and you just give me a different answer. If you can't think of anything, just say pass, and we'll come back to it if there's time. Because it's harder, you get 25 seconds to give me your answers. First, we put 25 seconds on the clock. The clock will start after I read the first question. Name something every teacher needs.
Let me think. I'll say a chalkboard.
Something a person wears that might be rented.
Oh wait. I'll say a hat.
Something you probably find in most mansions.
Most mansions. A vampire.
A famous Jennifer.
Jennifer Lopez.
Something you might find on top of a TV set.
Pass.
You were asked to name something every teacher needs. Your answer was
Chalkboard.
survey said.
Oh,
I wanted you to name
darn.
something a person wears that might be rented. You said
A hat.
our survey says.
No.
We wanted you to name something you probably find in most mansions. You answered
A vampire.
is it there?
No.
You were asked to name a famous Jennifer. You answered
Jennifer Lopez.
survey says. We wanted you to name
It was 117.
something you might find on top of a TV set.
Didn't say anything.
You said, is it on the board?
Well, it was an okay start.
We hope you had fun playing our game, and we want to see you right back here on the Family Feud.
Alright. Well, thank you all for watching this first run of Family Feud for the PlayStation 2. And I will have more videos coming up. So I'll see you guys then.